like you're all alone and there's nobody else around. But we're all here grooving next to you, so see all the friends you found. Ooh, yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here we come, here we are. Now clap your hands with me. Say you will, say you can. Clap your hands with me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on everyone, I want to hear everybody clap your hands. All together now. Come on, I know you can do it. Say you will, say you can. So clap, 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 clap your hands with me. You gotta feel the beat deep, deep down in your bones and let your body move. Don't let anybody say you cannot, cause you know that you can groove. Shake that body left, ooh, shake that body right. Feel the beat down in your heart and let your spirit shine. All right, come on everyone. This is your last chance. So I want to hear everybody singing and wave your hands with me. Come on. Here we come, here we are. Now clap your hands with me. Say you will, say you can. Clap your hands with me. Yeah, here we come, here we are. Now clap your hands with me. Say you will, say you can. Clap your hands with me.
You my currency, baby, my cryptocurrency. Are you feeling me? You my currency. So come cash in with me. Oh yeah. Take the time to move with the music. You truly have to groove to the music. Don't hold back, slide up close to me, baby. And I'll show you how to groove through this meta world. Oh, baby. Whoa, I'll take you places you've never seen. Just promise you stay with me. We'll have fun, guaranteed. Let's get down and be free. Ride with me, vibe with me. I'll take you where you wanna be. Slide with me, jive with me. So just dance with me, baby. Whoa, yeah. Whoa,
Hey, oops, wrong screen. GM, everybody. What up, chat? How we doing? I see Hidong, Behan, Bert, Mr. Furious, What up, chat? Hope y'all are having a good day. We are going to be diving into some basics of Game Maker. So if you're new to the Game Maker, this is the place to be. Appleman's here to learn in the chat. Just chosen a template. What up, Pickaxe Master? Well, hopefully we can help you along here, Appleman. Before we dive on into things, though, I don't have any new news from Panda to share yet. I think that'll be new tomorrow. But I figured I would go through the sandbox, and not that you guys can't do this, but just kind of highlight what's on the front page here. So, excuse me, I got stuff in my throat. There we go. So a couple things that are noteworthy that I found on the homepage. The Go Game Jam is open for registration and ends on February 7th, which is tomorrow. So, looks like this one is almost wrapping. Nope. Registration closes on February 6th. And then the starting shots start. So it starts on February 7th. I feel like this is kind of confusing to people. Maybe not to people, but to me. To me, it is. Looking at this, I think, oh, the game jam is going to be done on the 7th. But really, that's when it starts. So if you haven't registered yet, make sure you go do that. Bert, I see your message and totally down to figure out a Google Docs for control buttons. You should get in my Discord if you're not already, and hit me up there, and we'll figure something out. If I would never check. I would never check my Twitch. Yeah, I don't ever check my Twitch, so I don't even let people send me messages there. But if you get in my Discord or just go to my Twitter, you can DM me on Twitter too. Twitter's totally fine if that works better for you. Krafter_ETH. Just hit me up over there. Yeah, so Go Game Jam. You got a couple more days, one more day, maybe just today. I don't know when the cutoff time is, but make sure you register if you haven't yet for that. And I just got done playing a Game Jam entry for the Dr. Bumkus over on my show Metaverse Spotlight with Mandy Wayward and Woke Zombie. They showed us their Blumpkiss Battles game, and I played through it a little bit with them and talked about some of the stuff that they did with it. So that was super fun to see. Excited to see all the different Game Jam entries coming in here. Bird Z with a 10 stream streak. SF says the submissions are closed for Go Game Jam. Oh, I don't know then. Says starting shots are fired on February 7th. And it says this event is open for everyone. I don't know. Oh, good call. Okay. Well, if you hopefully you already registered, then make sure you, if you did, you are probably looking forward to tomorrow finding out the theme. Like I said, I'm just making up the news as we go. And then I also just saw that these Nuclear Blast Records avatars are minting right now, and they look pretty fun. So if you want a fun little avatar from Nuclear Blast Records, you could go mint one of those. And the Shinte Young event is going on. Looks like it ends on the February 20th. You can get share of the 50,000 sand prize pool if you have one of their avatars, which also you can mint. There's a link there for you. Cool. That's the news from Krafter. But let's get on into the game maker. So I am gonna pull up. We are almost done here. So we have been working through our beginner's guide that we found in the Git book for the Sandbox, docs, docs .sandbox.game. And then we found the beginners tab, and we've been working through the hands-on activities to learn fast. We've done camera movement controls, camera controls and blocks, place and position assets, and now we are working on number 4, the final one, which is add and customize basic behaviors. So if you missed any of those, you could either go to this page and work through them yourself, or go catch one of the replays of one of my previous episodes, and that would have us walking through those things. But for today, we are gonna kind of dive into the add and customize basic behaviors. We were doing this a little bit. I'm gonna dive back in. I don't 100% remember exactly where we were, but if you have been following along, you know that we have worked on this slightly, but we're gonna get a little more going on this. And one thing that I was trying to figure out the answer to, and I still haven't, was the soldier citizen relationship and how that works. I was under the impression that when you attack a soldier, you would get tagged with an enemy. So then they would hunt you and attack you. But that doesn't seem to be the case. We're going to try again now that we're loaded in again. But that was what that's what we left off on. And we have us a soldier here. We actually have a couple soldiers over here as well. And then a citizen, all placed here. And the goal of this is to run on in here and attack this guy, and then see if these guys will also want to attack me when I run near them. That's what, for my understanding, was how it should play out, but it doesn't seem like that is how it plays out. And that's what I was trying to figure out, and I still haven't been able to figure it out. If anyone does know, feel free to chime in. Otherwise, we'll just move on. But I am going to test it here just one more time, just to see what happens. We got our flying cactus and the beaver. So what we are trying to figure out is, so we spawn with no tags. But then what happens if we attack this gal? She gets mad at us and fights back. But if we were to be tagged correctly and not have this just be a retaliation from her, these guys would also want to attack us, which is not happening. And I'm not 100% sure why. So we'll keep trying to figure that out. Maybe I'm understanding how this mechanic works. Again, I'm a beginner just like y'all. So we are learning this together. But let's just move on to the next one, and we will circle back to that whenever we get there. I think it was Apple something. Apple Man. If you have any questions, please let me know in the chat. I saw you were just getting started using a template, which is a great place to start. And something I think we're going to work our way towards right after this is checking out some of the tutorial templates. But first off, let's go back to our screen here. So this is what we were trying to do, the citizen soldier. That's not working. Let's move on to create factions. So here is the test. Create 2 factions by changing object tags and behavior settings. So we are going to place 3 objects in a group and apply melee behavior. Select them all to view their properties all at once. Remove the object's hostile tag by pressing the X next to the tag name. Now type the tag faction A and press enter to apply it to all of the selected objects. So that's what we are going to work through now. I'm gonna move this bad boy up here so I can still see it and you. And we will get back into here. So to start off, we are going to place 3 objects in a group and apply melee behavior. Let's move over here. This is going to be our new area. This is our 3 objects. Okay? 3 objects. Select them all to view their properties all at once. So we are going to drag and drop across them. And now we got these 3 selected, and we can see all of their different properties. Right now, collision is on, and they have a citizen behavior with a health component. We are going to remove the object's hostile tag by pressing the X. I don't see a hostile tag, so that's good. Oh, maybe we have to apply the melee behavior first. So if we go here, easiest thing for me anyways, because I don't have these super memorized, is you can search up here, but you can also scroll through to find what you're looking for. So we have melee right here. Now we applied the melee. I'm not quite seeing a way to remove the hostile tag though, which is what it really wanted us to do. What if we just do one of them? Nope, still not. But we got a stumper here too, folks. That's all right. We're just finding some things that probably have changed since 0.9 came out, and these were probably created in 0.8, I believe, judging by the dates of the videos, which is totally fine. Okay. Well, instead of stumbling through this, we can move on to what I wanted to show you guys next, which is how to use some of the handy dandy tutorial templates. So let's just jump on over there. Oops, not jump in, jump on over. So we are gonna go to the main, might as well save. We didn't do much, but we'll save her up anyways. Now we'll go to the main menu, templates, and then once you're in the template section, you can go to the second tab here and filter by wait a minute. I swear it used to be on the second one. Go to the first tab and go to tutorial. And now that you are in the tutorial section, you can pick any of these tutorials if they sound like something that would need to be happening inside of your game. And let's just start on collisions and physics, since we were kind of playing around with that on the last one. And we'll just do collisions, test, temp, test, and create experience. And this also shows you, whoops, what did I just do? I think I messed it up. Here we go. Collisions test. There we go. Create experience. The single player behavior in actor lush tree was changed to multiplayer. That's fine, I think. All right. So with this, first let's just dive on in and start playing it. And this is the collisions and physics tutorial. In this tutorial, you'll find information about collision and physics. Also, you will find basic information about messages. Perfect. Let's go over here. What does this say? This is the message tutorial. We can, well, let's do it now. It's right here. Messages are signals sent within the game logic. They are used for triggering an action with another action. For instance, when interacting with a button, you can send a message to a door in order to open it. Following? The use of messages is mandatory to create quests. For instance, when interacting with a button, you can send a message to start a specific quest. All right, we got that. What do we got here? And this is, by the way, how you kind of follow these tutorials. You'll start at the starting zone. These are kind of the optional extra stuff to the side. And if you follow the main path, this will bring you to the first lesson, second lesson, and finally third lesson. So let's go ahead and start this first lesson here. You can enable/disable collision for any asset. Try to collide with these trees. Are we able to? Yes. No, we are not. Yes. No. And how that is possible is, and if you go in and inspect this tree in the physics section has collisions on, and this tree has no collisions in the physics section. Make sense? So that's how we could run through the tree on the right, but we run into the tree on the left. Again, this one has collisions on in the physics, so we can't go through it. This one has no collisions, so we can run right through it. Collisions for the win. And now we got collision and gravity. So, with collision and gravity, any asset can be set to have collisions and to be subject to gravity. This is what happened with our cactus on the previous map that we were working on, where the collision and gravity send it shooting into the sky. try to collide with the boxes. So now you can run into them and gravity affects them how gravity would. You can hack at them, I think. Can you? Maybe not. Maybe the sword doesn't do anything to objects, but you can run into them, that's for sure. Thanks, Lucas. I thought it would be a good place to start for beginners. This is where I would start if I was a beginner. I would work through this stuff. And to be honest, I'm close to a beginner as you guys. I mean, I have been working in the game maker for a few years, but nothing too extensive. So, I'm much of a beginner as y'all, and we're learning together. But this is where I would always recommend people start is checking out these templates and tutorials. 100. And then the final area is going to be talking about pickable. So you can set assets to be pickable, try to interact with these assets. So you'll be able to run up to the tree and you can pick it. And now you can carry it around. Maybe place it in the middle of. We place it on top of a block. That's interesting. Now we done fucked it up. Now we got a floating tree, but that's all right. And this is not pickable, or is it? Yes, it is. So now one of these blocks is not like the others. We'll place that here. It still does have collision and gravity, but it's also pickable. So let's check that out in the logic. So if we come over here, first let's take a peek at these bad boys. This is just showing you quick. We've already looked at this and you saw it. But in the physics section of the properties, you can also change to collisions plus gravity. So we got collisions, no collisions, collisions plus gravity. So collisions plus gravity is what gives it this effect where you can move it around and gravity affects it as gravity would. And then here we have two items, objects. Both are pickable. So to find out if something is pickable or to add a pickable to an object, you just go to the component section and select pickable. So I'll show you here, maybe. Go to add component and see if I see it. This is a situation. Here we go. This is single player pickable. That was multiplayer pickable, which does make a difference from my understanding, but we don't need to get too deep into that. But we are focused on single player right now, so I'm just going to throw a single player pickable on there. And you can also adjust the opacity whenever it's picked. So let's mess around with that here real quick. So do you remember what happened whenever we picked up the tree? It went kind of translucent. That's because the opacity is set to 0.5. But if let's just duplicate this bad boy so we can see the difference. If we crank it all the way up to 1, it should be completely how it is once we switch over. It does help immensely to see it done too. I'm more of a visual than a read article type for this activity. 100%. So hopefully me working through these and showing you kind of how it works is helpful. So now, as you can see where we adjusted the opacity when picked, the tree on the left was left at 0.5, which was the default. And you can see the opacity changes, where the tree on the right now has the same opacity while we have it picked up. So depending on the game and how you want the visuals to be, you can adjust that accordingly. Mr. Furious says, I like to practice it while someone is demonstrating. Think it helps reinforce it. I think that's a really good tip and something that people new or old to the game maker could do. Especially if you're watching along while I'm streaming, pull up a game maker on another screen and mess around, do what we're doing, get lost, get stuck, ask questions. Then we know what we can go over next time. Maybe TSP could add Krafter's videos to the various sections via links. Just thinking out loud. Yeah, totally. I think maybe we could chop them up and and get some good videos out of this. I can look into that too. Throw some tutorial videos out on YouTube from the stuff that we go over. But yeah, definitely helps to get this stuff reinforced in as many ways as possible so you remember it whenever you do need it, because you don't need to do everything all the time, you know. There's so much that the game maker can do. So but that's the gist of uh what did they call this one? Gravity, collision, and gravity. Whoops. Back in. Let's go back on out then to the main menu. Confirm. Templates. And again, you go to the left tab or the left filter and change it to tutorial. And you have all of these other tutorials that you can use. We will use these as necessary. I don't know. We can take a vote. Is it helpful for you? Was that helpful with the collisions and physics? Did you guys enjoy going through it like that? Or is there another approach you would prefer? I think that is kind of I mean, they're laid out nice to kind of like walk through how things work, and then we can dig into um, the different logic after we kind of walk through it. Panda does do heaps. Lori, if you change the tree to collision and gravity, does it fall or set to the ground? You want to find out? I wish I missed your question. I should have done it while we were in there. Great starting foundation. That's what we're doing. And for those of you, I'll show you guys on the next screen, but if you guys have been tuning into our Thursday streams, we are building a single player RPG over there. We're in the terraforming phase right now. So if you want to see a game built from start to finish and learn along the way as I learn, that's a great stream for y'all to tune into on Thursdays, same time, same place. And we will be continuing to build out our single player RPG. And please, when you tune in, give your input. Let me know what you want to have happen in the game. But we'll use this tree. We'll duplicate it again. So tree on the left, we're gonna change to collisions and gravity, and then tree on the right is just collisions. And let's see what happens here, Lori. Dun, 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 dun. They appear to be the same so far. Can't knock that bad boy over. Oh, I think we can knock him over. So to answer your question, when you add collision and gravity, you will be able to knock things over. Sometimes, depending on the pivot point, I forget what that's called, and where it's placed, like we saw with our cactus, the cactus actually gets shot into the air because the acid is in the ground a little bit. GMAE, Julie. Buenas noches, Roxy. So I'll show that over here. Let's where's our cactus? So props, cactus. I don't know which one it was. I think it's this bad boy. We're gonna place him there. Then we are going to select it and go to collisions and gravity, and now see what happens with him. Maybe it wasn't him. I don't remember. Not shooting into the air now, which is fine. I was gonna show you that you could eat assets if you set them correctly, but no need to show you how to break things. But hopefully that helped, Lori. You're welcome. Yeah, this is definitely how they do kicking the ball, etc. Just just imagine this box was a ball. If it was round, it would roll, and then you could kick it around really easily. Or I've also seen some, I forget what experience it was, but the actual like ball with a avatar inside of it. I don't have a ball asset, otherwise I'd show you. But you can place your avatar inside of the ball, and then run around and roll as the ball, like monkey ball. Definitely, live streams are where it's at if you're trying to learn, and you got people that can help you on the stream. All right, let's back on out of this then. And move on to, well, actually, let's talk about this. So we were talking about Voxmaster. I'll show you guys a quick little run through of what we're doing on the Thursday stream and get the juices flowing, and then maybe we'll see if we can find a tutorial that would apply to the game that we are building. So right now, these are just placeholder assets, but we have our little town that we're going to start out in, and a train station. This is the train station with our little train bus, our bus train right here running through the mountain. We'll make that into a better tunnel eventually. And this is our little mountain range, and we've got what is actually a lava-filled volcano on the right and a water-filled mountain on the left, with all kinds of fun stuff going on around here. We got secret entrance to the cave around back, somewhere around here. Got our secret cave entrance, and we are just getting started on working on the inside of the cave, but this is going to be the main first area that we enter. And the idea behind our game so far is that we are going to be basically having to go out into this world and collect different creatures that we come across and bring them back and sell them to the zoo. So definitely like inspired by Pokemon. It's just going to be a catch 'em all style game. Maybe we'll get into battling eventually. That'll be fun to explore, figuring out how to do that logic and all that fun stuff. So please make sure you join me on Thursdays. Thursdays is when we really work on this. Tuesdays is more for, like I said, the beginner basic stuff. If you guys have questions that you want me to address, please bring it up on these streams or in the comments of the replays, and we will address those on these streams. And we'll also use Tuesdays as a place to start talking over and learning some of the logic that we're going to be implementing into the Thursday streams of this game that we're building together. You are welcome, Roxy. I'm glad we got to bring some people over to help test your game. Mr. Furious, I see your question, and I don't know, but I know that these trees are too skinny. So I want to see, we can show you though. If we go to collisions and gravity, this is going to show you that this bad boy, I think, cannot resist physics. Yep, there you saw it a little bit. So he is a little top heavy and can't actually stay up whenever collisions and gravity are on. And as for if it was, I don't know what would happen. Let's see what happens if we, let's add, pickable to this house. And also collisions and gravity. And then we'll add pickable with just I guess we'll just go no collisions there. So boom, this bad boy is pickable. Then you place it down and it is raised up. This bad boy is pickable but also has gravity. So is it going to stay up? No, it falls down. Yes, to answer your question, Bert, physical features conceptually do have an impact with the gravity. As you can see, like it is definitely heavier on the right side or the treetop side than the tree stem side, the trunk. And with this bad boy, the house, we also were able to answer Mr. Furious's question that with gravity enabled and a pickable item, it will not stay up in the air. It will actually fall back down to the ground. But do keep in mind that if it does have collisions and gravity, you will be able to run into it and move it around. So depending on what kind of object you're using, you may or may not want that to be able to happen. But for now, we are going to make neither of these pickable. And we're also going to turn on just collisions. These all have collisions on, yeah. Perfect. There you go. So this is the game that we're going to be building. We'll build out more of the world down here on the second level, as well as also underground areas, and maybe we'll shave out even other stuff for another area. But we're going to mess around with teleporting around the map and all kinds of fun stuff like that. Maybe we should, let's go see. I think there's a teleport tutorial. Teleporting is something that everyone wants to know about, right? I don't think we didn't do anything that we need to save, so let's just get on out of here. Can we use other keys for picking object and another key for interact? Can we use other keys for picking objects and another key for interact? I'm trying to decipher what you're trying to ask. Can we use other keys for picking objects and another key for interact? What's the goal of your question? Like what are you trying to do with the keys in interacting? Explain that to me and maybe it'll make more sense to me. Thanks for the question though. I just want to make sure I answer exactly what you're asking. So in the meantime, we will go into templates here, tutorials, and let's see if there is a teleport tutorial or platforms. Level up, collect quest, platforms and puzzle, point race, time trial, respawn and parkour, victory and defeat. Does not look like it actually. E is only the key for interact. Think you can interact with an object, hold it, and still be able to interact with other objects. Oh, I thought you were talking like keys. I see what you're asking. I was thinking like a key like in the game, a key. Thank you, Mr. Furious. So yeah, E is the only interact key. And I don't know. We can check it out. Is there a one that would make sense? Conditional events, counter quest, door and key. This is why I was thinking because you said key. Let's just go into this one. Door and key test. Let's see if this gives us what we need. So Mr. Furious said that E is only the key for interact, which is true. Mouse key or keyboard key. And he says he thinks you can interact with an object, hold it, and still be able to interact with other objects. I'm not 100% sure if that is true, but we're going to find out. Let's see what it gives us. I believe this is, yep, okay. So it's given us a key. So maybe this will answer your question, maybe not, Julie, but this is set up so that the key is pickable. Why don't we just run through it? You can see all the deets. All right, let's run over here. Actually, let's go here first. What's this one? This door will open when the player collects a key. When collected, the key sends a message to the door. Okay, so this is one way of opening a door, and that's just collecting an item, and then that item, when you collect it, sends the message to open the door. Or another way you can do it is this. So this door will open when the player brings a pickable key. The key is destroyed when the door opens. So the reason that I wanted to see this is, oops, see, key is pickable. The one thing I wanted to see is, so while the key is picked, let's go over here. You cannot also interact. That's what I wanted to see. So you can't, so I'm pressing E to read this now, although I have the key in my hand also. Pressing E to read it, that E click actually drops the pickable item. And now if I click E again while it's on read, now you can read. but and afterwards it picked it back up, which is nice. Why did it do that? Is it because I hit E instead of close? Nope. Interesting. It seems like it is picking up. Let's do this. Let's drop the key there. And now let's read. I feel like I'm not going to pick it up. Close. Yep. Okay, so it does. This was a good little troubleshoot. So it does pick up the pickable item when you hit E in front of it if you're in vicinity. And it also will trigger, for example, the read. So if I hit E here, it's triggering read and it's also picking that pickable item at the same time. And now you have that pickable item in your hand. But when I run up to the sign to read it, it, one, doesn't give me the message to allow me to read. And two, you have to hit E and then you can read it. So E to drop it, and then you'll be able to read it. And we brought it to this trigger. So a speaker is set to detect entity with a key tag. It will send a message when the key is close to the door. And a void is set to destroy only from list in order to destroy the specific key when the door opens. Lots of variables, lots of things to mess around with, but that's what makes the game maker so versatile at the same time. So for this scenario here, if you guys want to check it out, how much time we got? We got enough time to talk about this one a little bit, anyways. At least we'll take a peek at what's going on. We won't really fiddle around with it too much because this will be the last thing we do today on stream. Speaking of last thing we do, we are going to give away a weapon crate, the last weapon crate that I have to give away. So gonna drop my form in the chat. Go ahead and fill this form out. Fill out. I'll give you the secret word. The secret word. So fill out the top for the giveaways. Oops, wrong button. Only if you have not won a weapon crate yet from Panda. And if you have won the weapon crate, just skip over the giveaway section of the form and you can still fill out the bottom half of the form, which is earning experience points for tuning into a Krafter stream, part of my Listen to Earn program. So you'll be earning experience points by tuning into one of my streams, and you'll be able to use those experience points to redeem for metaverse wearables in the near future. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging. Go ahead and fill that form out, and I'll drop the secret word in the chat as well. Secret word is pickable. Pickable. Spell it however you want. I'll get the gist, but that's how you spell it in my head. Pickable. Use that on the form. And I will spin the wheel of names at the end of this session. But let's take a peek at some of these things. So we have a key here with collisions on, no behaviors, a pickable component, and an indicator component. The indicator component makes it so that it says pick above it, as well as the indicator for this says trigger, and the indicator for this says void. And then there's the door. And to open the door, the message required is key 2. So whenever this key gets close to this asker, it speaks. Where is edit logic? Wait. Oh, here it is. That's what I was looking for. I was like, that's not right. So the void and the speaker are right here. And they're turned. Okay, now I'm following. So you see these two blue things? These are both set to be non-visible. And you can do that by clicking this eye icon at the top of the properties next to the name. And that will make them be invisible. On the map, what up, Bria? Pickable, whatever you like. But yeah, so we're using a clay bowl here, and it's getting the speaker component added to it. The speak condition is detect entity. Let's open up edit logic. So to edit, when you open up edit logic, it opens up a bunch of more stuff. Sometimes it's the same stuff, but most of the time there's more stuff hidden inside of the edit logic. So the speak condition is detect entity. And the detection type is specific tags in range. And the tags that we have included are key. So then this key has the tag key down here. And if it didn't have that tag, you could also add your own tag. So you could say, I don't know, pickle, and add a pickle tag. And then you could go over here, and instead of the tag key, you could go into edit logic. You could go to include tags, and instead of it being key, you could do pickle. And then it should still work. But this is the detection range that you can also tweak and mess around with. And the message to send whenever you enter that detection range. So then it's sending key 2, and key 2 is what message it takes to open the door. So that's what triggers the door to open. And then when key 2 gets sent, not only is it sending to trigger opening the door, it's also sending key 2 and this void asset is destroying it. So it's not destroying blocks, but it is destroying assets from a list. And if you edit the logic, you can see the asset on the list, which is the gold key. So voila, whenever that triggers, gold key gets destroyed. Make sense? I do want to test. I think we spelt it right. Let's check it out. So we did change the tag of this key from key to pickle. And it works. So just like that, we added a new tag, a different tag, tweaked it to make it work. Perfect. Let me know in the chat if there are any additional questions y'all may have that may have come up during this stream or just have come up in general that you'd like me to address. I'll take note of them and I'll make sure to start covering those on future episodes. I am wrapping up for today, but please drop them while I'm still here. Shoot me a message on Twitter, whatever you like. Can we still send damage message when an object is detected? When the object is detected. I'm not 100% sure if you can, but we can dig into that next week. I'll take note of it. Right, meow. I'm going to copy your message here, Julie, and we will add it. Yeah. Questions to answer. Boom. Julie, we got your question down. I'll make sure I cover that on the next stream. Thanks for the question. And like I said, if anyone else has any, please let me know. You are more than welcome, Bert Z. Thank you for being here. Well, if it's swimming, man, feel free. Ask questions. That's what I need. I need questions just like y'all need answers so I can keep on figuring out what we need to cover next. So don't be bashful. You know where to find me or drop them here. But like I said, find me over on Twitter, Krafter_ETH, and feel free to give me a friend or a follow, whatever it's called, and shoot me a DM. Happy to help. And or get inside my Discord. Let me find the winners. I guess you aren't winners yet. The potential winners. We have a handful of you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Four out of the looks like 10 of y'all. 4 out of the 10 have not won. Yourselves let's get out of here. A weapon crate yet. So we're gonna draw for that now. I'm gonna just close this down. Get wheel of names pulled up here. Delete last time's names. Paste in this time's names. So we got 4 of y'all. 4 of y'all in the drawing for a weapon crate from Panda. This is the last one I got to give away, so hopefully the luck is on your side. We are here, we are learning, so we are all winners. I love that. And that's so true. I'm just glad you're here, Bert, and you're starting to learn and take it all in. So as they come, feel free to spew them my way, and we'll just keep on learning together. Thank you, Mr. Furious, Bert, Julie, Bria, Roxy. I know is here. Who else was here? Lori had a good question earlier. Appleman, Asiv, Pickaxe, all of y'all. Thank you for being here. And everyone else that I haven't seen in the chat yet. But I see that you are here. Thank you for being here. We're going to give this bad boy a spin. Best of luck to the 4 of you. Good luck. Oh, snap. Spooky. Spooky with the W. W's in the chat. GG. Good job, Spooky. Your luck prevails. You are getting a weapon crate, and that'll be, I don't know, 6 weeks or so, probably before it gets, just to be safe, before it gets sent out to you, but Panda will get it out to you eventually, so congrats. I'm gonna mark your name down here, Spooky. Sorry, Carva, I see your name came in late. Didn't get you included on the drawing, but thanks for filling out the form. And I see we got some questions coming in on the forum as well, so I will read through all these and make sure we start addressing them as well. Appreciate all the input. It helps me guide where the show goes next. So all of your guys' comments chats, replies, messages are very helpful. Appreciate y'all. Let me know in the chat where y'all want me to raid. I'm gonna mark down weapon crate. For spooky. And I'm gonna be switching over screens here. All right, thank you guys so much again. What up, Huddle? Fred and Ferd, let's go. It's like our ritual now. It's perfect timing on his part. And he's such a good game dev to learn from. So if you guys are wanting to see even deeper game theory, rules, logic, all that fun stuff, he's a great one to watch. So that's where I'll be sending you guys over to. And you guys are welcome. Thank you for being here, Mr. Furious Huddle. Well, yeah, I'm not saying he's it's fortunate for him that he is like the only one that streams at this time after my new stream. So it's perfect. Like I said, go learn from Fred. Say hi. Say what up. I gotta roll. Have a good night, everybody. And I'll see you on the Thursday stream where we start continuing to build out that single player RPG. I don't know where my OBS went. There it is. All right. Later, y'all. Peace.
Well, I got something to say right now, and I don't care who hears. I wanna live my life to the fullest, yeah, move past all my fears. Here we come, here we are, now clap your hands with me. Say you will, say you can, so clap your hands with me. Sometimes you'll feel like you're all alone and there's nobody else around, but we're all here grooving next to you, so see all the friends you found. Ooh, yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here we come, here we are. Now clap your hands with me. Say you will, say you can. Clap your hands with me. Oh yeah. Come on everyone, I want to hear everybody clap your hands. All together now. Come on, I know you can do it. Say you will. Say you can. So clap, 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 clap your hands with me. You gotta feel the beat deep, deep down in your bones and let your body move. Don't let anybody say you cannot, cause you know that you can groove. Shake that body left, ooh, shake that body right. Feel the beat down in your heart and let your spirit shine. All right, come on everyone. This is your last chance. So I want to hear everybody singing and wave your hands with me. Come on. Here we come, here we are. Now clap your hands with me.
You my currency, baby, my cryptocurrency. Are you feeling me? You my currency. So come cash in with me. Oh yeah. Take the time to move with the music. You truly have to groove to the music. Don't hold back, slide up close to me, baby, and I'll show you how to groove through this meta world. Oh, baby. I'll take you places you've never seen. Just promise you stay with me. We'll have fun, guaranteed. Let's get down and be free. Ride with me, vibe with me. I'll take you where you wanna be. Slide with me, jive with me. So just dance with me, baby. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, Take the time to move